أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakumullah everybody for your early arrival and for waiting patiently for the class to start. We're going to start as usual with our daily prayer. If we could please ask discipline in charge to choose a student from the list, please. Assalamu alaikum, discipline in charge.
Alaikum salam. Could we have G729 on the mic, please?
G729. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good, fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, excellent. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, I'm well. Are you ready for the daily dua?
Yes.
Excellent. So I'll recite, and then I want you to recite after me, and I want you to read the translation as well. Okay?
Yes.
Excellent. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Very good. And the translation?
I seek refuge with Allah from Shaitan, the rejected.
Well done. Excellent. Let's move on. Oh, next slide. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Beautiful. And the translation?
In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Excellent. And now it's Wednesday today. So let's have Wednesday's dua, if it will come up. Yeah, good. Rabbi allimni ma huwa khayrun indak.
Rabbi alimni ma huwa khayrun indaka.
Good, very good effort. Try it once with me. We'll break it down. Rabbi
Rabbi
allimni.
alimni
Allimni
alimni
ma huwa
ma huwa
khayrun indak.
khayrun indak.
Very good. And the translation?
Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge.
Jazakumullah sanal jaza. G729. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, excellent. So quick reminder, mashallah, I'm sure we all know this really well by now, but the class etiquettes, that you should be in ablution with clean clothes. You should make sure your head is covered, that you're in a quiet place with parental supervision, and please make sure you have your correct ID. Otherwise, you will not be put down on the attendance list, and you will also not be called to the mic. Make sure you, if you have not got your correct ID, that you rename yourself and you have your correct ID in the list. Jazakumullah. So in today's lesson, we are going to be covering gunna or nasalization. If you have the hard book or the hard copy of the Quran, the hard book, then it's lesson 14, which is on page 66. Alternatively, you have the Google resources. So you can go to lesson 14 on page 66. The practice text that we will be doing today are exercises 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3. So that's what we will be covering today. Okay, so throughout this week, you've been learning some new things and some new rules and some new sounds. So I know it's quite a lot to take in now, but please remember whenever you're learning something new that you don't forget what we've already done. So timing, pronunciation, elongation, all of those things you need to keep in mind all the time, even when we're learning something new. Okay, excellent. So nasalization. So let's just find out what we're actually talking about and what we mean. So gunna means a sustained nasal sound, a sustained nasal sound that is emitted from the nose pipe. That means it comes from the nose pipe, right? Mim and noon are the only two letters. So there's only two letters that we're focusing on today, mim and noon. Mim and noon are the only two letters which emit this sustained nasal sound when they bear the sign of shadda. So bearing the sign of shadda means that a mim or a noon, which has the symbol or the sign of shadda on top, that would be a mim gunna or a noon gunna. Let me show you an example. Here we have a mim with a shadda on the top. Okay, this is now called a mim gunna, right? Over here we have a noon, again with a shadda on the top. This is now called a noon gunna, right? So that is what they are called. That is the name. So if I ask you what the letter is called and you see a mim with a shadda on top, you will say it is a mim gunna. If you see a noon with a shadda on the top, you will say it is a noon gunna. Now, the duration of the gunna should not be less than 2 counts or 2 seconds. And then some examples are given below. So that means when we are saying this sound, this letter, we need to say it for at least 2 seconds or 2 counts, right? So let me just show you as an example. Now, remember before when we said that you can feel the air in your nose sometimes, the air which is emitted from your nose. That is what the gunna sound is. So if we just listen carefully, and I will recite, and so you listen really, really closely and see if we can hear what I'm saying, okay? So here we have a mim. We have another mim afterwards, but that has a shadda on top. We know when there's a shadda, we need to push down and stress on that letter. But because this is a mim, we have to push down and hold for about 2 seconds as well. Okay, so here I will say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, mimma, mimma. And when I hold on that mim for 2 seconds, I crinkle up my nose a little bit and I squash up my face a little bit so I can make the nasal sound and I can feel the air coming down my nose pipe. Let me say it once more. Listen carefully. Mimma, mimma. So I'm holding on it for 2 seconds. I'm pushing down on it. I'm emphasizing it. And I'm also making that nasal sound, right? Let's move on to the next one, just so that you can hear it as an example. Now, here we have a tha with a dhamma. So again, we will have to join it to this mim because there's a shadda on the top. So we have to push down, but we also have to hold for 2 seconds and make a nasal sound. So here we will say, thumma, thumma, right? Okay, so far so good. That's just 2 letters each, right? Let's do one more practice here. Now here we have a mim with a shadda on the top. That means this is called a mim gunna. But we also have a tanween on the top of that. So how will we make that sound now? First, we will hold on the mim for 2 seconds and then we will go on to make the tanween sound that we need to make. Okay, so listen carefully. We will say jamman, jamman. Right, so we have to be really careful. We have to incorporate all the rules and all the techniques that we've learned before and apply them now along with this extra rule that we're learning today, which is gunna or nasalization. Okay, so if we can have a student on the mic.
Yes, G7 to 8.
G7 to 8. Assalamu alaikum. G7 to 8. Can you hear me? Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Excellent. Alhamdulillah. So we're going to start from here. Did you understand everything I said so far?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with tawud and tasmiyah, And then we're going to read through and we're going to make the gunna sound really, really clearly in all of these examples. Okay, so أعوذ بالله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent, good. So here we have a meme, and what will we call this meme?
أما
Meme gunna, because there's a shadda on the top. So if I have a meme with a shadda on the top, we call it a meme gunna. Okay, so we will say mimma,
مما
mimma.
مما
Good. So you hold on the nasal sound, you hold on the joining sound for about 2 seconds before you pronounce the fatha sound on the top. Mimma.
مما
Good. So you're joining the meme to the meme, mim, and then you
Mim.
hold on it, mim, mimma.
مما
Good. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Thumma.
ثم
Very good. Now, when you say it, make sure you're trying to blow some air from your nose. So you need to use your nasal pipe a little bit. Thumma.
ثم
Good. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now, here we have to make sure that we make the tanveen sound at the end as well. Okay. Jammin.
جم
Good. Jammin.
جم
Very good. So one of the things we need to think about when we have letters where we're elongating sounds, we need to take a nice big breath in before we say it, because sometimes we have to make really, really long sounds and we need to have enough breath in our tummy in order to do that. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in. Jamman.
جما
Beautiful. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Amma.
أما
Amma.
أما
Very good. Now let's move on to the next one. This time we have 3 letters. Okay, so we have meme gunna in the middle. We have to join the ha to the meme, make the gunna sound, and then we have a lam that we have to say with a fatha at the end. So let's just break that down and do the first 2 letters first. Okay. Hummi,
أمي
hummila.
أميلة.
Beautiful. Very good. G728. Lovely recitation. Thank you so much for your help. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.
جزاك الله.
Excellent. Could we have our next student, please?
Yes, G727, please.
G727. Oh, sorry.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Excellent. Alhamdulillah. Very good to hear. Okay. Understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. Can you tell me what this letter is called?
Sorry, wait. Yeah. A meme.
Okay. And it's got a shadda on the top. So what is it called with the shadda on the top?
Listen. Gunna. Or the meme gunna.
Good. Well done. Meme gunna. There's a meme with a shadda on the top. That is a meme gunna. That's the name of the letter. You just call it a meme gunna because there's a meme with a shadda on the top. Okay. Good. Well done. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start from here. We have the ha, which is separate. So we're just going to first join the lam with the meme gunna, and then we'll put the whole word together. Okay. So here we would say lumma.
Lumma.
Oh, sorry. We didn't say tawuz. If you start with tawuz and tasmiyah, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Jazakumullah. Lumma.
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 Good. Very good. Well done. Halumma.
Halumma.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Oh. Samma.
Samma.
Okay, what letter is this at the beginning?
Sin.
Tha. Tha. Yeah, it's a letter tha. Tha with a fatha. Thamma.
Thamma.
Very good. Excellent. Next one. Ummi.
Ummi.
Very good. So when we're saying it, I want all students to just crinkle their nose a little bit so that they can see if they can feel the air inside their nose as they're reciting. Ummi.
Ummi.
Very good. Well done. Let's do the next one. Fatamma.
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 Good. Well done. And the last one here. Hamma.
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 Very nice. Well done. Jazakumullah G727. Lovely recitation.
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. Okay, good. Well done. Can we have our next student, please?
Could we have G794?
G794. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So, are you understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Can you tell me what this letter is called? With the sign on top. What's the name of this?
Mim Gunna.
Excellent. Well done. And roughly how many seconds, or at least how many counts or seconds do we hold this sound for?
2 counts or 2 seconds.
Brilliant, mashallah. Well done. Excellent. So we're going to start from here. Okay. So let's just do these second 2 letters first, and then we'll add the first letter in afterwards. Right. Now with this meme here, with some meme gunna, but there's also tanween. So we have to make sure we make the whole sound. Right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So if we start with tawuz and tasmiyah, and then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful. Well done. Samman.
Samman.
Very good. Samman.
Samman.
Very good. So we have to hold on the meme sound, the guna sound, for 2 seconds, and then we make the tanween afterwards. So samman.
Samman.
Beautiful. Now we're going to add in the meme at the beginning. Musamman.
Musamman.
Beautiful. Very well done. Let's go on to our next one. Umma.
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 Beautiful. Well done. So we're holding on that meme guna sound there for 2 seconds. Umma.
Umma.
Beautiful. Very good. How long are we going to say this next letter for? How many seconds?
2 seconds.
Excellent. Well done. Can you say that for me? Do you know what letter that is?
Ha.
Very good. Well done. So we will say ummaha.
Ummaha.
Beautiful. And then this last letter, how many seconds will that be?
1.
Very good. And what letter is that?
A ta.
Very good. So let's put that all together. Ummahatu.
Ummahatu.
Very nice. Beautiful recitation. Really good pronunciation. Mashallah. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now, again, we're just going to do the first 2 letters. As you told me just now, when we have this vertical fatha, we elongate for 2 seconds. Okay, so let's do the first 2 first. We'll say Amma.
Amma.
Beautiful. Once more. Amma.
Amma.
Very good. Well done. So we really have to think, okay, I have to hold on the meme guna sound for 2 seconds. Then I have to elongate for 2 seconds. So that's already 4 seconds that we have to hold that sound for. right? So you need to take a nice deep breath and get all that air in your tummy so you have enough breath in order to say the whole word, right? So let's have a go. Let's carry on. Ammatika.
Ammatika.
Beautiful. Once more. Ammatika.
Ammatika.
Very nice, lovely recitation, mashallah. Well done. Let's move on to our next one. Right, again, we're going to just try and we're just going to go through and say the whole word together now, okay? So we're going to say ummatun.
Ummatun.
Very good. Ummatun.
Ummatun.
Very nice, well done. And the last word, ammika.
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 Beautiful recitation, G794. Lovely pronunciation of the letters, really good elongation. Well done. Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum. Excellent. Very, very good, students. MashaAllah, you're doing really well. Okay, so we've had some examples. We've had a practice of Mim Gunna. We're now going to go on to Nun Gunna. Okay, same rule applies. So if we have a Nun with a Shadda on the top, it is called a Nun Gunna. That means we now know, we can recognize, we can see that there is a Nun, there is the sign of Shadda. That means we need to hold on that sound for at least 2 seconds or 2 counts. Okay, so for example, in this first case, it would be inna, inna. Okay, so I'm holding on that nasal sound for about 2 seconds or 2 counts. Right? Another example here. Manna, manna. Okay, now, anytime you see a noon, whether it's written by itself as a noon, whether it's in the middle of a word, whether it's at the end of a word, if the noon has a shadda on the top of it, it is known as a noon gunna, and we have to hold that sound, that nasal sound, for about 2 seconds. So this example here, how would we do that? There's a jim, then there's a noon with a shadda. Okay, so we know, we recognize immediately we have to hold that sound for 2 seconds, but then we have a vertical fatha on the top. So then we have to elongate that for 2 seconds again. So for example, in this example here, Jannah. So I've held on the nasal sound for 2 seconds, and then I've elongated for 2 seconds. Jannah. Right? And then you have your last letter, which you have to say at the end. Jannatun. Okay, so as I said to previous students, one of the things we really need to work with in terms of Quran recitation is our breathing and our breath work, right? When we are about to recite, we should be taking a really nice deep breath in so your tummy gets full of air. So when you recite words, you use all of that air in order to recite without having to take a breath in the middle. Now, it may seem easy at the moment because we're just saying 1 or 2 words. But as we move on and we start saying 3 or 4 words, we really need to work on using our breath, taking nice big breaths in so that we are able to say entire words or 2 or 3 or 4 words together without having to take a break. Okay, so it's something we should start working on now while we're just doing small words. Okay, so if we can have our next student on the mic, please.
Yes, G716.
Assalamu alaikum, G716.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good.
Excellent. Good. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, then we'll move on. So, A'udhu billahi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Jazakallah. So let's start here. So the first one is inna.
Inna.
Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Anna.
Anna.
Very good. Move on. Manna.
Manna.
Very good. Jannah.
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 Very good. Hunna.
Hanna.
Excellent. Very good. Let's do a couple from the next row. The 3-letter ones. So here we have, what's this letter called? G716?
Yes, sorry, it's like stops.
That's okay. That's okay. Can you tell me what this letter is called here? Do you know the name of this letter? This is a noon. Noon, yeah. And on top of that is a shadda. So this is called a noon gunna. Can you say that? Noon gunna.
Nunna.
Very good. Well done. So we're going to hold this sound for 2 seconds. Okay. So we will say inna. And then we'll add the last letter. Innahu.
Innahu.
Very good. Well done. Jazakumullah G716. Thank you for your help. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. If we could have another student, please.
G717.
Assalamu alaikum. G717. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. So if we start with Tawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin.
Billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Excellent. Well done. Can you tell me what this letter with the shadda on the top is called here?
Noon.
And when it has a shadda, what do we call the letter? Do you remember?
Noon shatta.
It's called a noon gunna. A noon gunna. Very good. Well done. So this is called a noon gunna because it's the letter noon with the shadda on the top. So we call it a noon gunna. Okay, good. So let's start from here. So we're going to join the alif to the noon gunna, and then we're going to say the ha afterwards. How many seconds do we need to say this ha for? Do you remember?
2.
Excellent. Brilliant. Well done. So we need to take a nice deep breath because we're going to hold on the nasal sound here for 2 seconds, and then we're going to say the ha for 2 seconds as well. Okay, so that's about 4 seconds at least, right? So nice deep breath. Innahu.
Innahu.
Very good. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now, how many seconds are we going to say the noon for here?
2 seconds.
Very good. So we're going to say the noon gunna. We're going to make the nasal sound for 2 seconds. Then we're going to extend or elongate for 2 seconds because of the vertical fattah here. Okay. Jannah.
Jannah.
Very good. Now we're going to add this ta at the end, which has a tanween of dhamma on top, right? Jannatun.
Jannata. Ta.
Isari.
Jannatun.
Jannata.
Tun.
Tun.
Tu.
Good effort. Let's just do that last letter. Tun. Very good. Well done. You see, when we start putting them together, sometimes we lose a little bit of breath. So we need to take a deep breath in Jannatun.
Jannatun.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Really, really nice, mashallah. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now, we're going to join the ha to the noon, gunna here. Let's try that section first, then we'll add the other letters in. Hanna,
Hanna.
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 Beautiful. Now we're going to add this last letter in, okay? Hannama.
Hannama.
Very good. Now let's add the jim in at the beginning. Jahannama.
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 Beautiful. Excellent. Well done. Good. Let's go on to the next one. Now, zanna.
Zunzunna.
Zanna.
Zunna.
Very good. I could hear that you were trying to make that thick sound of the ra there. Well done. Very, very nice. Now, this is a longer word. Okay, so we're going to break it down a little bit, right? Let's first say just these last two letters. Okay, so we have here lunna.
Lunna.
Very good. Lunna.
Lunna.
Excellent. Let's add in the letter before. Okay, how do we say this letter here?
Hamza.
It's a hamza. Excellent. What sound does the hamza make if we have a fatha on the top? Do you remember? Very good. So, alunna.
Alunna.
Beautiful. Now, here we have a ta with a dhamma, which we have to join to this sin sakin. So we will say tus.
Tus.
Very good. Now let's add that to the letters we've already said. So we will say tus'alunna.
Tus'alunna.
Beautiful, lovely recitation. We have one letter left at the beginning, which is a lam, right? So we're going to add that in and we're going to say the whole word, right? La tus'alunna.
La tus'alunna.
Beautiful. Once more. La tus'alunna.
La tus'alunna.
Excellent, G717. Lovely recitation, really nice pronunciation of the letters, and your elongation was really, really good as well. Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Excellent, well done. Okay, if we could have another student, please.
G791.
Assalamu alaikum, G791.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, G791.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G791?
Yes.
Excellent. So if are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. If we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, then we'll move on.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful, well done. Can you tell me what this letter is called?
النون جزم.
It's a noon. It's a noon. What's this sign called on top? Do you remember the name of the sign? It's a shadda. The sign is a shadda. If there is a shadda on top of a noon, then we will call it a noon gunna. What will we call it?
Noon gunna.
Excellent. Well done. How many seconds will we hold this sound for? Do you remember?
2 seconds.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. So we're going to start for this first one here. Okay, so we're going to join this jim to the noon gunna, and we're going to hold on that sound for 2 seconds. Okay, so we will say Jannah.
Jannah.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. We're now going to add this last letter in here, right? Jannatun.
Jannatun.
Lovely, mashallah. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to just say the second 2 letters. So there's a mim, and we're going to join it to the noon gunna. We will say munna.
Munna.
Beautiful. Now we're going to add the first letter in. Namunna.
Namunna.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Now, can you tell me in this one, how many seconds are we going to say this noon for afterwards?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Excellent. Well done. So first we will make the gunna sound for 2 seconds and then we will elongate for 2 seconds. So let's just do these 2 letters here. This ta joining with this noon gunna. Tanna.
Tanna.
Beautiful. Well done. Now we're going to add the letter at the end, which is a ha, right? Tannahu.
Tannahu.
Beautiful. Let's add the first letter in and then we've got the complete word. Fatannahu.
Fatannahu.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on. Now, here again, we've got quite a few letters. Now we've got 5 letters. So let's just do the last section first. We will say hunna.
Hunna.
Very good. Now, the sad here, we will join to this ra sakin. So let's do that next. Sur.
Sur.
Sur. Hunna.
Surhunna.
And let's add in the first letter. Fasurhunna.
Fasurhunna.
Beautiful. Well done. Let's go into this one. Right. Now, we're going to try and do this just in one go. We're not going to break it up this time. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Ajinnatun.
Ajinnatun.
Beautiful. Once more. Ajinnatun.
Ajinnatun.
Very good. Excellent, mashallah. Really lovely recitation, G791. Jazakumullah for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Can my sister do it?
Let's ask the discipline in charge. What's your sister's number?
G792.
Discipline in charge.
That's totally fine. Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay, G792. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. Right. So if you're understanding, let's ask you a couple of questions. Can you tell me, please, what this letter is called?
Ma.
Meme. It's a meme. It has a shadda on the top. So what do we call this? A meme what?
Meme gunna.
Excellent. Well done. How many seconds will we hold on this sound?
2 seconds.
Brilliant. Perfect. Mashallah. Well done. Let's try this one. What is this letter called here with the shadda on the top?
Noon gunna.
Very good. Well done. How many seconds will we hold this for?
2 seconds.
Excellent. Well done. Brilliant. Mashallah. Well done. Okay. If we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then we're going to begin from here. Now, in this exercise 14.3, some of the examples have meme gunna and some of the examples have noon gunna. Okay. The same rule applies that we hold the sound for 2 seconds. We make a nasal sound. So we make the air which emits from our nose pipe. That is what is the gunna sound. Okay. So we're going to focus on that, making sure that we're holding for the correct amount of time. Okay. So if we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin here.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Now, here we have a kaf which also has a shadda. And then we have, oh, sorry, 1 second. What happened there? Oh, we have a kaf which also has a shadda and then a noon which has a shadda. So that's a noon gunna. Okay, so we have to make lots of joining sounds here. So listen carefully first, and then you can follow after. Okay. Makkannahu.
Makannahu.
Very good effort. Well done. How many seconds will we say this letter for here?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. So let's just say it up to there for a second. Makkannahu.
Makanna.
Beautiful. So we need to make sure we say this for 2 seconds. How long are we going to say this last letter for?
1 second.
Okay, so this is an inverted dhamma. With an inverted dhamma, we have to elongate for 2 seconds. Yeah? So this is 2 seconds and this is also 2 seconds. So you have to take a nice deep breath in. Makannahu.
Makannahu.
Okay, good. Very good effort. Make sure you elongate this last sound for 2 seconds as well. Makannahu.
Makannahu. Makannahu.
Good effort. Make the who a little bit longer, up to 2 seconds. Once more.
Makannahu.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. You see how we have to take a nice deep breath in so we can make all of those long sounds together. That was really, really good, mashallah. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now here, this was our noon gunna. Here we have a meme gunna, a meme with a shadda on the top. Okay, so let's do this one. Summun.
Summun.
Very good. Make sure we hold on the meme sound for 2 seconds. So that nasal sound for 2 seconds. Summun.
Summun.
Beautiful. Well done. Really, really good. Well done. Let's move on to our next one. Again, now we have a noon gunna. Okay. Mannan.
Mannan.
Very good. Mannan.
Mannan.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. So let's try the next one. What letter is this? Can you tell me?
Hamza.
Excellent. What sound will this make with the fatha, with the kasra underneath? Sorry.
E.
Very good. Excellent. So let's start with that. We're going to join that to the mim gunna, and we're going to say the last letter first, right? So we're going to say all of those 3 letters first, right? Immatan.
Innatan.
Very good. Immatan.
Innatan.
Very good. Now let's add in the alif at the beginning. Immatan.
Innatan.
Very good. Once more. Immatan.
Innatan.
Really good. Well done, mashallah. Excellent. Let's move on to this one. Okay. Now, do you know what letter this is?
Yes.
What letter is that?
Lam.
Excellent. Do you know what letter this is?
Yes.
Excellent. What letter is that?
Alif.
Excellent. Very good. So we will say la'a.
La'a.
Very good. Now let's put these last 3 letters together. Zunnuhu.
Zunnuhu.
Very good. Zunnuhu.
Zunnuhu.
Very nice. Now we're going to add in the lam alif at the beginning. La'azunnuhu.
La'azunnuhu.
Very good. Lovely recitation, G792. Really, really well done, mashallah. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz. Excellent. Good. Okay. If we could have another student, please.
G801.
G801. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good.
Excellent. Are you understanding everything?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. So if we start with Dawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll start on the second one.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Brilliant, mashallah. Well done. Now, can you tell me the name of this letter here?
Meme.
Meme. Excellent. if the meme has the sign of shadda on the top, what do we call this? A meme what? Do you remember? A meme gunna. Meme gunna. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me the name of this, this letter here?
Noon gunna.
Excellent. Well done. Now, how many seconds or counts do we hold a meme gunna and a noon gunna for?
2 seconds.
Brilliant. About at least 2 seconds or 2 counts. Yeah, well done. So we're going to start from here. So let's start here. Hummi.
Ummi.
Very nice. Hummilat.
Hummilat.
Very good. Well done. Now, how long are we going to say this letter for? How many seconds are we going to elongate this
2
for?
seconds.
Yeah. Brilliant. So we will say Fatannaka.
Fatannaka.
Good. So first we're holding on the noon gunna, making a 2 second sound, nasal sound, and then we elongate for 2 seconds because of the vertical fatha. Fatannaka.
Fatannaka.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Now over here we have a few different joining letters. So we have what letter is this here? Do you remember?
Dal.
Dal. A dal with a shadda. Right? So that means we need to join the letter before, which is a sad, to the dal and really push down and harden it. We then need to join the dal to the noon and make a noon gunna sound there as well. Okay, so let's just do those 3 letters first, right? So we're going to start from the sad. Suddanna.
Suddanna.
Very good. So we're going to hold on this for 2 seconds, make that nasal sound from your nose. Suddanna.
Suddanna.
Very good. Now let's add in the last letter. Suddannaka.
Suddannaka.
Very good. Now let's add it in the first letter. Yasuddannaka.
Yasuddannaka.
Okay, once more. Yasuddannaka.
Yasuddannaka.
Yasuddannaka. Again.
Yasuddannaka.
Yasuddannaka.
Danna.
Danna.
Good. Well done. Once more. Danna.
Danna.
Beautiful. Now let's add in the ka. Dannaka.
Dannaka.
Very good. Excellent. Now let's add in this first letter here, the sad. Suddannaka.
Suddannaka.
Very good. Well done. Now one more letter to add in this ya at the beginning. The ya gets confusing sometimes, so don't worry, just take it slow. Ya suddannaka.
Yasuddannaka.
Naka.
Naka.
Very good effort. Just keep practicing, keep practicing. It gets confusing because there's a ya there and it gets confusing with all the different sounds and all the different letters, but it was a really, really good effort. So just keep practicing that one. Okay, well done. Excellent. Let's move on. So we have here a ya, which we're going to join to our meme gunna here. So let's do that first. Yummy.
Yummy.
Very good. Now let's join the first 2 letters. This is an alif and a lam. Okay, lam with a sukoon on top, lam sakin. Al-yummi.
Al-yummi.
Very good. Al-yummi.
Al-yummi.
Beautiful. Well done. Let's go on to this next one. Right. So let's just try these last 2 first. Anna.
Anna.
Very good. Now let's try these letters here. Lananzi. Lananzi.
La-anzi.
Okay, so there's a noon, which you have to join to the noon with the sukoon on top. Nanzi.
La-nanzi.
Beautiful. Now let's add the last bit in. لَنَنْزِئَنَّ.
La an
Nan.
la nan zi anna.
Very good. Really, really good effort. So what I want you to do is I want you to really practice these words which have lots of letters in them. You're doing really well with the shorter words. As soon as the long ones come in, there's so many sounds, so many letters that it can get a bit confusing. Break it down, slow it down, do 2 letters at a time and just build up, work your way up to being able to say the whole word. Okay? Jazakumullah, that was really, really lovely recitation. Well
Jazakallah.
done. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, if we could have the next student, please.
G803.
G803. Assalamu alaikum. G803. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Is that G8303?
think I'll move on to the next student.
Okay.
If we could have G825.
G825. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. You understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So could you start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Lovely. Can you please tell me the name of this letter?
It's Noon.
Good. It has a shadda on the top. So what will we call this?
Shall I read the whole?
No, just tell me the name of the letter. Noon with the shadda on the top is called a noon gunna. What's it called?
Noon Gunna.
Very good. This is a meme with a shadda on the top. What will we call this?
It's called a Meme Gunna.
Very good. Now, how long will we hold the sound for on each of these letters?
2 seconds.
Brilliant. Well done. Okay, so let's start from here. Okay, so we're going to start at the beginning here. We're just going to try and read the words. Okay. Li jahannama.
Li Jahannama.
G825. Is there somewhere a little bit quieter we can go because we're getting some background noise?
Okay.
Jazakumullah. Thank you so much. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. So, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Li jahannama.
Li Jahannama.
Beautiful. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Tarayinna.
Tarayanna. Yinna. Tarayinna.
Yinna. Very good. Well done. Tarayinna.
Tarayinna.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Jannatu.
Jannatu.
Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Oh. Right. Can you tell me how many seconds we will say this letter for?
2 seconds.
Excellent, because it's an inverted dhamma. Well done. Annahu.
Annahu.
Beautiful. Well done. Mimman.
Mim.
Very good. Once more. Mimman.
Mim.
Very good. Jazakumullah G825. Lovely recitation. Well done. Really good letter pronunciation and really good joining as well, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah.
Excellent. Good. So today we have been looking at a new rule. Okay, and we need everybody to try to remember this. This is called nasalization or gunna. There are 2 letters from where you have a sustained nasal sound. Those 2 letters are mim and noon. They're the only two letters which emit this sustained nasal sound, and that is only when they have the sign of shadda on the top. So, for example, we have a meme gunna here. It is a meme with a shadda on the top, and that tells us that this is a meme gunna. It tells us we need to make a sustained nasal sound for 2 seconds. So we will hold on this sound and we would say mimma, mimma. And the only other letter where we would make the sustained nasal sound is a noon gunna. We recognize that because it is noon with a shadda on the top. We hold that sound again for 2 seconds. Inna, inna. Okay, so whenever you see a meme gunna or a noon gunna, and there will be lots of mixed exercises now that you will see with a noon with the shadda or a meme with the shadda, you need to know, you need to recognize, oh, that is a noon gunna. Oh, that is a meme gunna. I need to hold on that sound for 2 seconds. I need to make a sustained nasal sound for 2 seconds. Okay, so that is what you've learned today. That is the rule we have been looking at, which is gunna, nasalization. For your homework today, please, I would like you to practice the 2 exercises that we've completed. The first 2 exercises, which is the meme gunna exercise 14.1, which is your meme gunna exercise, 14.2, which is your noon gunna exercise. Okay, if mashallah you get through that, there are some words that you want to try which are slightly longer. You can practice those as well. Okay, so mashallah, some of you did really, really well. So make sure that you make the gunna sound for no less than 2 counts on a meme mushaddad and a noon mushaddad, a meme gunna and a noon gunna. Okay, excellent, good. So if we can have our final student, please, for our final dua.
If we could have G833 on the mic, please.
G833.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm glad you are well. And you understood everything in today's lesson?
Yes.
Excellent. Can you tell me the name of this?
This is a noon gunna,
Excellent. Can you tell me the name of this?
meme gunna,
Excellent. And how long will you hold the nasal sound for?
2 seconds.
Brilliant, mashallah. Well done. Good. So let's go to our final prayer. If we could start with Dawood.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Beautiful. Well done. Let's go to our final prayer. Right, I will recite and then you can recite after me. Okay. Allahumma arhamni bil-Qur'anil azim.
Allahumma arhamni bil-Qur'anil azim.
Well done. And the translation?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran the Great.
Waj'alhu li imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahma.
Waj'alhu li imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahma.
Beautiful. And the translation?
And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Jazakumullah asna jaza. Jazakumullah to all students and parents who attended today's lesson. And inshallah, we will see you all again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.